Oh man, gloomy afternoon. Sorry, the 12:30 birdie. Should do this. All right, man, here we are at the park. Couple people here, since it's nice and cool over there. Of course, they're all sleeping because, you know what I mean, they're like up all night, sleep all day, up all night. All right, YouTube, yeah, man, number 92. Today is Tuesday, September 28th, 2021. It's around 2 o'clock. It's around 2 o'clock in the dock. Very nice, 73 degrees right now. So, yeah, man, what can I say? This story is gonna be kind of long. Okay, longer than my usual story, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, alright, fast forwarded like probably 30 minutes. Get into my skateboarding. So like, yeah. So 92 is a really big year for me, man. So I've been living in Phoenix, Arizona for 2 years now. And so I'm talking about January, okay, 1992. So I finally graduated from Untrained Idiot, UTI, the auto diesel mechanic school that I went to. So then I drove back to Clovis, New Mexico to get a couple of my stuff from Arizona. Went to New Mexico. And I saw my mom. She was crying and everything because she didn't want me to leave. She wanted me to stay with her. I guess that's how all moms are. But I told her, you know, hey, I gotta pursue my dreams, which is to skateboard. That's it. I don't know, man. When I talk about skateboarding, it really hits hard, man, in my heart, you know? In my heart, it really hits hard, man, because it means a lot to me, you know, skateboarding. And I like it over here better. I don't know why. There's a lot of thought processing in my head, you know. I guess maybe because I was from another country, you know, a poor country that doesn't have anything, you know, really poor, like in Laos. That's where I was born, in Vientiane, Laos. And there's nothing there, you know. And for me to just be able to skateboard, that was like the only thing I really appreciate, you know. I was just really happy to be inducted, I guess, in skateboarding. I don't know. It's can't find words to say. It's just like it means so much to me, you know. And you know, I dropped all the people. I wouldn't say friends, just people from high school and shit, and junior high, or whatever. You know, I mean, we really didn't have anything in common because none of them really skateboard. Like Gene Porter, he was into like drag racing, and other people into like girls and motocross and just parties and shit, you know. Like, I don't know, I guess, like I said, man, I'm from I think because I was from another country, you know, where a lot of things wasn't abundant, you know what I mean? Like, so I really appreciate the littlest things. And my mom was crying and everything, and I told her, no, Mom, I gotta go, you know. I have to go to California, you know. That's where I wanted to be, you know what I mean? So I'm finally, get on getting out of the nest, you could say, like a bird, right? Flying out of the nest. Out of my sister's house in Arizona, my mom's house, and my sister's house in New Mexico, Clovis, New Mexico. So when you graduate from UTI, they give you these references. They help you make a resume and everything, and then they have these places where you can drop the resume off. And I didn't know shit about California. So I came more like right here in the central, where I'm at right now, Central California instead. So I got to like up from Whittier, and then I started going south from Whittier all the way down to Santa Ana. So what I had a 1985 Nissan truck. I got a pretty good price because like they had a Volkswagen seat, bucket seat inside it. They took the bench seat out, they put the bucket seat. It had a hole in it, and they were like 2x4 crosses up like that, up on the under, and speaker wires tie wrapped onto it. Like, it was rigged up, man, and had these colors like it was a blue truck, like a ocean blue, like dark ocean blue, with like red stripe, like red, like like a 2x4 line. Just think of like a bunch of 2x4s with different colors, that size, like yellow, red, orange. Yeah, it was fucking crazy. And it's like fucking rigged, rigor mortis shit. And then I remember when I was working at U-Haul, the assistant manager's name is Steve. Someone left a campus shell in the back of one of his U-Haul truck, but it was for a Toyota. So he sold it to me for $40. So I got it was it wasn't the best condition, but that way I could put all my shit in the back of the truck. So I got one of those, and I bought it from him for $40. So I drove from Clovis, New Mexico, all the way to here, to California. And it was raining, man. It was raining hard. Real hard. And when I got to California here, I was going out around here in Whittier. I crossed one of those railroad tracks, and one of the side window on a fucking campus shell flew off, dude, like off the hinges. Like, fuck. And it was raining, right? So I had a towel, like a regular bath towel, and I tried to tape it on the window, and the wind was blowing and shit, and all my stuff, all my books and everything got all wet, man. And my skateboard and everything. That's all I brought, was like the books of my school. I don't know why I brought them. Didn't even use it once. And a bunch of my skateboards and shit. Of course, the VHS tapes and VCR, gotta have that. And so then I was driving around, man. I was like, fuck, I need a window. So I found this Camper World or something like that, camper and trailer store, and they had a window, and the window was $80, man. Fuck, the window was $80. My camper shell was $40. I had to get it, so I got it there, and then I just made my way south from Whittier, which is only probably like 30 minutes from here, and then south to Santa Ana, probably another probably like a 40 minutes, I don't know. Just dropping these resumes off and telling them I was an entry technician, right? Mechanic. And everyone's like, I'll call you. They all say that shit, because no experience, right? Who wants to fucking hire, no experience, just get fresh out of school, Oh, wait, before that, sorry about that, I jumped ahead. Before I graduated from UTI, Snap-on, which is like the most expensive fucking tools, I didn't know, I was just a rookie, didn't know shit. So my brother Kamla, he passed away. Yeah, he was gay, you know. Him and his friend, they're all gay, and they got AIDS, you know, in the 80s. And all his friends died, except for him, because he had a good partner that had a good insurance. And he was living in Brooklyn, New York. And, Brooklyn, New York. And in New York, if you with a partner, more than 10 years, you can claim them as like, you know, like they have a law there. So he came down. At the same time, I was graduating from the UTI, 92, and then, oh yeah. So okay, let me finish this story. And there's so many stories. I'm jumping all over the place. Anyway, so Snap-on, they had a deal. You get 15% off because you know, because I went to UTI. So my brother back then, you know, 1992, they had like different cards, you know, like the MasterCard and Visa and shit, different color. So he had a gold card, a gold Visa card, or maybe it's a gold Master. Anyway, yeah, he charged the toolbox for me. Yeah, he was always, you know, help me out. Like I said, he passed about 1995, no, 98, somewhere around there. Because he had, you know, he had AIDS. All his friends all died from AIDS. But anyway, we'll get to that story as the year goes out. But yeah, already, whatever. So yeah, and then remember my friend Tony I met in Arizona when I first moved there in 1989. He moved up to Seattle, Washington. I guess his stepdad was working at the Boeing, doing something. So he said he'd get me a job at Boeing, you know, as a mechanic or something, or his stepdad. So I told the Snap-on guy, yeah, the Snap-on toolbox was $5,500. It was a three drawer. I don't know. Maybe later I'll show the picture. I think 94 I'll show a picture. Video 94. I'll throw that in there. So I shipped it to Tony in Seattle, you know, when I graduated. That way I don't have to lug the toolbox around in my truck, you know, and getting it stolen and everything. So I shipped it up there. It was like, I don't know how much shipping was. Part of the package, I guess. Anyway, yeah, that's when my brother came down for my graduation from UTI. And he flew down from Brooklyn, New York, and then my mom and dad flew down from New Mexico. That was before I drove back to New Mexico. In the beginning of this story, I got it all fucked up. Anyway, the funny part, I wanted to say this is because the funny part is we have this thing called the Laotian. I'm sure every culture has it. We call it the Laotian time. The Laotian time means whatever the real time is, you have to tell my family 2 hours before that. So my graduation was at 5 o'clock in downtown Phoenix. Okay? And I think it takes about 20 minutes to drive there. So they had all day, right, to get ready. So I left at around 3, right? To get there early. You know, my saying always, when you're early, you're never late, you know? So I was there with Jim Higgins, you know, the guy I met when I went to that school. So Jim Higgins and his mom and dad was there. I met them. And so my last name is Vongnaraj. The V, okay? V. V for victory. Not V for vendetta. V. So I'm the last person, man, to call. And you know what? None of my fucking family was even there. So then it was getting wrapped up and everything. Hi, bird. Yeah, while everybody's walking out, they finally showed up. Hi, boy. There's a bird over there. You want to see it? He's drinking some water. I'm not gonna bother him. He's probably thirsty because usually they don't come up this close. He must be thirsty. It's okay, boy. I don't want to do something to straddle the bird. Anyway, yeah. So good thing my friend Jim Higgins' parents, they took a picture of me graduating. I don't even have the picture anyway. So finally my brother, my mom and dad, my sister, everybody, and my others, they all showed up as we were walking out of the graduation. I guess better late than never. So anyway, yeah, after that, then I went back to the beginning of the story. Went back to New Mexico. And then I got the resume and everything. And then Jim Higgins was telling me, hey man, if you come to California, you want to stay. He lived in Santa Maria, which is about 3 hours north from here. It's about an hour. It's about half an hour away from Santa Barbara. You know the company Paul Peralta? That's where they at. They were in Santa Barbara. So anyway, he lives Santa Maria, which is like half an hour north of that. Right next to when CCS used to be up there. The CCS catalog place. They moved to Oregon now, but they used to be right up there. We used to go up there when I went to visit Jim. So anyway, let's get back now to where I got a new window for my campus shell, and that bird. I don't know. I love looking at animals. You want to see it? Get off barking. Come on. Camera. There we go. Hi, birdie. My freaking my thing is my zoom is off. There you go. My zoom is broken. I dropped the camera so many times. There we go. There we go. Look at that. So peaceful. I don't want to bother him. He must be thirsty because they usually don't come this close. See how life is, man. Life is precious, man. Even the animals, man. God take care of them, I feel like Attenborough. That guy Attenborough, he narrates the British guy. So cool, man. Like regular foot, he has cows you can look out to. This is a rare moment, man. You get to see animals, and when you have animals around, that means it's a good environment. Like if you have a bad environment, if there's like poisons or something around, you don't see any birds or any animals. Yeah, that means it's not good. I guess it's done. Yeah, the bird's gone. So anyway, yeah, Jim Higgins says, hey man, you want to, come up, stay at his house. So, man. So that window, that was only one of the problems that happened. So, so I finally get to my last spot in Santa Ana. There was this guy, Chris Cooley. He was about 25 years old. And I was 20 years old at this time, almost turning 21, because this is January, right? So, I don't turn 21 till March. So So it's like always, you know, they all, you know, even says, you know, I'll give you a call. So then, remember we don't have a cell phone or nothing back then, you know. So I called up Jim Higgins, the payphone. It was like fucking $3 or something for 3 minutes or 2 minutes, $3. And they're like, yeah, man, come up, you know, you can stay up here. So I went up there. I drove up there from Santa Ana all the way up there. It's about 3 hours to his house, and about 3.5 hours. And I gave the phone number, Jim Higgins' phone number, to Chris Cooley. And it was funny, dude. And then it was like I don't know, a couple of days. I don't know how long. Not too long. He gave me a call and says, hey, you can start Monday, man. I was like, no shit. So, yeah, so, shit. Oh, yeah, before that, Tony, he said, no, my dad can't get you the job at Boeing. Of course, you know. You know, like, that guy from the TV show House. He says people lie, you know, it's true. He goes, well, I'll get you a job delivering pizza. I was like, fuck, dude. I can get that job anywhere, you know what I mean? I went to school for mechanics, man. I get a job at Jiffy Lube if I have to, you know? Fuck. So that didn't work out. So I'm like, well, So I got to Jim Higgins' house, and then I stayed there for a couple of days, and then Chris Cooley called me, and he's like, hey, man, you can start Monday. I was like, oh, no way. So, I think it was I'm not sure it was a Friday. Anyway, I don't know if you know the map about Santa Maria. It's on the coast, like Santa Barbara. It's on the coast. There's a 101 freeway going up there on the edge of it. So I was at Jim Higgins' house in Santa Maria, and I look in the map, you know, regular like fucking paper map, and I looked, and the 101 went all the way up through Oregon and up to Seattle, right? I was like, cool. So I woke up. Well, there was like a bunch of shit I did with Jim Higgins. We skated and all that, you know what I mean? But it was nothing important. You know, the usual, just skateboarding and blah, blah, blah. So I got up at like 4 in the morning. I started driving up the 101 freeway up north, going through, you know, San Francisco and all that shit. So I got up into Oregon through they have this big tree called the redwood tree. It's huge, man. It's like as wide as a freaking double lane street, you know? Like some of them even had a thing cut through it. You can drive through the tree, man. That's how big that tree is. And they were selling like salmon jerky and shit like that. I should have got some, but I don't know. I don't know why I didn't get any. Cause I didn't have any food or anything either, you know. I was gonna try some, but I didn't. I was just wanting to go get the tools and come back, you know. So it turns out that through the redwoods, the speed limit is only 35 miles per hour, man. Cause you know you're going zigzagging through the woods, and all these trees, man, big ass trees. And it's around 5 o'clock, and the sun has started going down, man. So I've been driving for like 13 hours, you know. Sun started going down. My fucking truck died, dude. It just stopped, man. It wouldn't fucking start. So here I am by myself in the middle of freaking the woods. Barely have enough money for gas and to eat. So I went and sat on the bumper, man. I was like this. I came out and I was like, so this is the bumper. So I sat on the bumper, man. I started praying, you know. You know, I have a lot of faith in God, you know. That's what brought me this far in life, man. Like I said, I'm not trying to push religion or anything on anybody, but I'm just telling my story, you know. So then I went and jiggled the key. Cause you know when if you notice, a lot of people, not now, but you got push buttons and shit. Back in the day when they have the old school with the keys for ignition, a lot of people would hang a lot of shit on the keychain, right? And I think what happened was the lock was loose on it, and you know, from driving it was jiggling. So yeah, so I just started praying, and then I started jiggling the. Oh, remember, this is January, okay? It's fucking cold up there, man. You know, 5 o'clock, sun's going down. You know, it's cold. And remember, I had the shit all wet in my. Oh no, I didn't have all wet. That was a while back. Anyway, but it was cold. Let's put it that way. So yeah, man, I started jiggling the key, and fucking boom, started, man. So it's driving. I wanted to stop at the fucking Burnside, man, so bad. That's when it started. Burnside was coming, you know, like starting building up. You know, the under the bridge, the Burnside Bridge. I got to Oregon, and it's fucking like midnight, man. 12 o'clock. I was tired, falling asleep. So I called my friend Tony. I told him I'm gonna sleep at the rest stop, you know. And I'll see you in the morning. So early in the morning, like 6 in the morning or something, I got like about 6 hours sleep, 5, 6, maybe 5 hours. Got up. And it was only 2 more hours, man, to get to fucking Seattle. I couldn't make it. I was so tired. So I drove there 2 hours, got to Seattle, saw Tony. I was all stoked to see him. And then I asked him if he got my toolbox out. Because what happens, I sent him some money, you know? Get my toolbox out. Because what happened is when they send it, they put it in the storage. Fucking never got it out, man. And they were charging me, back then in 1992, $15 a day for storage or something. $15 or $20, I'm not sure. It was there for like 7 days, man. The fucking toolbox was there 7 days. So it was over $100, I know that, to get it out. And then I stayed with him like one or 2 days. And I heard on the radio, you know, like I said, there's no cell phone or no fucking shit, man. Shit was like hardcore back then. And so we're saying it was gonna be snow, you know, on the Interstate 5 freeway. Cause I'm like, fuck, I'm not taking a 101 home. I'm taking a 5 this time. I'm not going 35 miles an hour. So they said that there's gonna be snow and shit, man. And that you're gonna need chain for your tires. And they were charging like $40 to put on a chain on your tire. $20 or $40 each. And I didn't have that, man. I only had just enough money to get the toolbox out and gas money. I think gas is only $2 back then. So then I was back again praying, man. I was like, oh, please, Lord, you know, it's your will for me to go, safe passage, you know, all that. And I woke up, man. It was fucking bright as shit. It was sunny, man. It was so sunny. And I got on the Fry Freeway, man. Oof. I was so happy. I don't know what time I got up to drive here, but I know that when I got to LA, right up here, LA, it was on a Sunday. Rush hour, man. So right in LA, there's the 101, the fucked up freeway that I went on. And then there's the 5 freeway that goes from all the way to Canada to all the way down to Tijuana, Mexico. And then they had the 10 that goes to Santa Monica, where Nadas Capas lives. Venice Beach and all that. Yeah, so they all like crisscross. So I got to right there, man. It was barely any shoulder, and I got a fucking flat tire on my driver's side in the back, man. Was it driver's side? No, it was the passenger side in the back. Yeah, because I remember like, or was it? I don't know. Was it the back? It was the back tire. It's like, fuck, dude. I had to pull. Like, it was all those freeway meshed together. I couldn't merge. I couldn't anything. It was traffic jam and shit. And it was like cars everywhere, man. So I just pull over to the closest shit that I had. And then fuck, man. I got out, cars are just flying by, man. So I started praying again, man. I said, please, Lord, you know, keep me safe. You know what I mean? Anyone could just run into you, man. Like I said, there was 3 freeways intersecting each other right now, man. It's just a little spot with a little spot like right there to pull over. That's it, man. I'm fucking changing the tire. Lucky I had my spare tire and had air and everything. Nah, not luckily. I always keep that shit, you know. I always make sure my spare tires are aired up. So it's like, fuck, I need to get a new tire, you know. So so my sister Mani, the one I was living in Phoenix, she knows a Laotian guy. He lives in Santa Ana. He said that one of her friends, he said I could stay there, sleep in the living room. They had like fucking 8 or 10 people living in there, man. What happened was people were going to like between like 4 in the morning to whatever, you know, going to work. So yeah, they sleep like 6 o'clock at night. But so I was there for like 2 weeks until I got my first paycheck, you know. And then I got my own apartment in Santa Ana. I mean, there's probably more stories than that, but yeah. And then the next day I dropped my toolbox off and everything. I got the job right there in Santa Ana. All right, so yeah. I mean, it could be more, but I think that's pretty much the. That's pretty much the, you know what I mean, the main story of it, because yeah, like I had my own personal toolbox in back of the truck after. Good thing that I parked the truck like up on the grass when I had the toolbox, because I parked it in because it was a cul-de-sac. But when I parked my truck on the street, someone probably opened my tailgate and stole all my personal tools that I had, that this one guy, Larry Hatcher, gave me from Clovis, New Mexico, for go away, you know, like a present. When I went to see my mom, when I drove back to New Mexico, I went to see Larry Hatcher, and he gave me a Craftsman, three drawer Craftsman, full of tools, you know, because he was a mechanic and a drag racer. And that's who inspired me to go to school too, was him. That's why I went to the mechanic school. Yeah, he gave me a parting gift. And that shit got stolen. Yeah, like that same week I got home. Good thing they didn't steal my 5,500 Snap-on box. That one later on, I moved around so much, I sold it for like, I got somebody to sell it for me for like $1,200, and then they got to keep half, so I only end up getting like $600 for that toolbox. Whatever, I mean, that's life, you know. So anyway, fuck it. Let's skate. My nemesis, the rail. Yeah, I just remember the second part of the story. I'll tell it later, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of another kind of long. I should tell it because it's how I mean how I got here, but how I got into finally into my skateboarding was because of this story, you know. I should tell it. But first we skate a little. Maybe, yeah, I'll tell it later. I don't know what the trick of the day is though. Rolling around. Do a couple nose stalls, warm up with some nose stalls. You know, I gotta do the 10, you know, 10? 10 is the magic word, magic number. Oh! Respect your obstacle. It's weird, I can't not can't, but the weight's not there yet, you know. I'm trying to, I want to like stand on the nose longer. Yeah. When you do those drops, you can't hesitate. You gotta go for it. Gotta hesitate. Can't hesitate on a tail bomb. Yeah, I would stand on longer. I know what I need to do. I need more speed. Because I'm not getting enough speed to stand on top. That's why it's coming back down. Yeah, more speed. Okay, I gotta practice on the flat first. Probably thinking, Lo, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, so, you know, I've been just up all night sometimes. Not at night, but middle of the night. Like 3 or 4 in the morning, get up. Can't go back to sleep because I'm thinking about, oh, I want to try this trick. So I want to try the 360 boneless off here. Front side. Can't even do it without the board. But I think that's a good start though. So if I can do it on the ground, I could do the 180. Yeah. It's a great trick to do, you know, the hop. My body don't want to hop. Yeah, I want that trick, but gotta do it on the ground first. Yeah. Maybe 270. Maybe I could do 270 first. So 360. Yeah, I think I can do 270. I think it's a good start, 270. I don't know, 270. I guess I should do it on flat first. I know it doesn't look much. I don't know. Think about doing that trick of the day, I guess. 270 boneless, I don't know. That's 180. Need Need 90 more. It's not gonna happen. Oh well. So I'll finish the second half of the story. So 1992, I got my apartment and everything, and then just like when I was in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona in 1989, when I first moved there, I didn't know anybody. I looked up for a skate shop, you know. So this one, I looked up skate park in the yellow page. So this is 1992. I had my own apartment and everything. Now it's turned 21 years old, and there was a skate park called Transition. It's in LA. It's off the 710, either 710 or 110, and somewhere up there. For some reason, I took the 10 freeway all the way west till it ended. I ended up in Santa Monica, Venice Beach, Santa Monica. So I found a payphone and I called the Transition. They're like, no, they gave me direction again, so I had to write down freeway, turn left, blah blah blah, you know. So this was a Saturday, typical Saturday. I didn't have to work on a Saturday and Sunday, weekend off. So I got there, and then there was this guy named Kyle Yakimoto, I think his name. He was just skateboarding on the street, back and forth, trying to do tricks. So that was the first person I ever met here in California, was Kyle. He was skating. I didn't know there was a castle contest. California's Amateur Skateboard League. And yeah, I met him, and then he said he was getting on. He was gonna get sponsored by a shop called Circle M, which is in Anaheim, which is one city north of Santa Ana where I live. And I went in with him, and we met Mario. the owner of Circle M, and he told me his shop was in Anaheim. I was like, oh fuck, no way. So this was a Saturday, and then he told Kyle, yeah, come by the shop, I'll give you some stuff, you know, tomorrow, which is a Sunday. So I was all excited, right? So I was like, fuck yeah, man. Met, you know, someone with you know, that owns a skate shop. I met someone that like, Kyle was really good too. Like, fuck, this guy's good, you know. He's the one that got me to skate a lot of vert ramp after that, because he skated a lot of vert ramp. I was skating good too. I think the last trick I tried was a tail slide, frontside tail slide on a vert ramp. Yeah, I was riding vert ramp a lot, but there's no vert ramp around here. I want to ride a vert ramp, like learn how to ride again, but there's no vert ramp around here. Maybe you know, one day I'll dip into a skate park and try to ride some, you know, half pipes. But for now, I can't even master this. Can't even do a nose stall without like falling off. So, you know, one step at a time. It's nice to have a good goal, you know. So anyway, the next day on a Sunday, it's only one city away from my house, man. Like, fuck yeah. So I drove there. I got there like around 10:30. They didn't open till 11, I think. And Kyle was there already. He was sitting in a parking curb. I was like, oh fuck yeah. I went up there and talked to him, and we just skated back and forth, you know, in the parking lot. And then we went inside. We met his wife Cheryl and his daughter Monique, and he said Mario will be here in a little bit, you know. So then we went in. He came, and like an hour or so later, he showed up and started talking. And I was like, yeah, I told him, you know, just chatting and shit. He said, oh, you know, I have a half pipe in my backyard. If you guys want to go ride it. I was like, oh, no way. So he had a 5 foot half pipe, 24 feet wide, and then the other side was 6 feet wide, 1 foot of extension. Yeah. And yeah, so, and it was about maybe half a mile from his shop. So we went there and we skated the half pipe, me and Kyle, and then and that's what I knew, man. My goal when I was in when I saw Back to the Future in 1985, and after I got the Thrasher magazine in 1986, and 6 years later, 1992, and the sun was going down because the extension ramp was on this side facing west, so you can see the ramp. So Kyle left, and I was just sitting there on the extension like this, you know, with on the deck and the ramps this way, sitting on the extension 1 foot like this, just looking at the sunset, man. And that was it, man. That was the moment that my goal was fulfilled. Like, that's all I needed. That's it. At a local skate shop, had a half pipe to ride, found a good ass friend, Kyle, and super good, and in that ramp there was all kinds of people that came, man. Chet Thomas, Eddie Radigi, I mean, fuck, man, all kinds, man, of people came to skate that later, you know. But I mean, fuck, man. So I was just sitting there. I couldn't stop smiling, man. I couldn't stop smiling. That was the goal, man. That's what I was talking about. That's what skateboarding feels to me, you know. And I know everyone has different purposes to skateboard. Most of them are about fucking making money and riding for Red Bull or Monsters. After you take all that glamour and glitches and all that shit out, man, what do you have? Or what do you need? In the end, man, that's all I need. My health and my skateboard. In the end, that's all I need, that's all I want. I don't need nothing else. For me to just come out here and ride like this, even though I didn't do anything today, I don't know, man, it's just so fulfilling, you know? So fulfilling, man. And yeah, after that it was all uphill, man, as far as skateboarding, to a point where like I kept calling out of my work because the contest would be on, you know, like they would have practice, because Mario was he was setting up the street course for the castle. Believe it or not, back in 1989 he was down in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, when I went to that Tear Up the Tower contest, December 1989. They had a finals amateur contest there, and Mario was there, dude. I could have met him in 1989. No, 1989, December. Yeah, I could have met him then, man, but instead I met him 2 years later, 1992. So it was like destiny was to cross, you know. And after that, man, like, cause they had practice on Friday, I would call out my work on Friday, man, so I can go skate, you know, cause you could skate. Since I know Mario, and then he introduced me to Sonia, and I knew all those people, and I got to ride the street course, you know what I mean? Like, just like being accepted part of the bros, you know. And then I ended up being one of the judges later on, you know, making like $75 a day, which is good, you know, cash for me, because I was on disability. So anytime I get cash, it's good. Plus, you get a pair of Vans. They give you a pair of Vans for judging, and they give you a certificate. You fill it in and put the size, whatever, and whatever. I mean, it's not like you can't pick the shoes you want, but at least, you know, you can pick the size, and they send it to you. And yeah, we're doing that like at least 2-3 times a month, man. I was getting $75 a day, and it's at least 3 days. So I was making over $200 cash. So I was getting about 600 or so of cash, and skateboarding all the time, man. And in the end of 1992, December, Chris Ortiz, he was working for Thrasher, and then later on he went to Transworld. He was a photographer, and that's how I got my sequence in the Thrasher magazine, man. I did an ollie off like 10 stairs. Maybe I'll show you that in the number 93 video. I'll show you the magazine. Yeah, and I got the sequence in there because it took 3 months. I took it in December, it didn't come out till March. Yeah, so after that, man, it was just, you know. Only problem is because I wasn't really, you know, focused on my work. End up, you know, not really lasting. I mean, I didn't want to do, like I said, I just wanted to skateboard, and then unfortunately Mario and his wife and everything, they didn't work out, and you know, and things happened, and he kind of lost his head and lost everything, you know. And that little extra money that I thought I was getting, plus I didn't focus on my job, so, you know, life goes on, man. There's always an obstacle, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much all about 92, man. Pretty much all of it. And then next one is 93. All right, I don't know. What should we do? Should we do the usual? The usual take? Yeah. Oh. Yep, the usual. Alright, man. Alright, YouTube. Thanks for watching. running water don't go stale. I always have fun. You see me have fun, you see me quit. And always keep on rolling, keeping the underground lit for you and me. Enjoy, alright?